Good morning, guys. Hey, this is Scott with Heritage Farms, Texas. Well, here it is. It's after Christmas, and we're working on a little project. So lucky me, I have a few days off from work for the balance of the year, and we're going to try to do some things that are fun and just kind of reflect on what we're trying to accomplish. And one of the things that I absolutely love is my Kubota Sidekick. I just can't tell you how much I've enjoyed this purchase, how much it's helped us on the farm, and just all the versatile things that it can do for us. So one of the things we like to do is we like to go out and do a little hog hunting at dusk in the afternoons when it starts to get dark. And when we get out there, of course, you're basically finding a good spot where you think there's going to be hogs. You set up and you just wait, and you hope that you see them. And basically you stay there till almost dark, and then you have to cruise back to the house. Well, it gets pretty dark, and some of the areas that we're at, and even though this Kubota has good factory headlights, when you're out in the middle of the wilderness and it's dark, it's dark. And the older I get, it's harder for me to see. So we're gonna put some lights on this thing. We're gonna light it up. So I'm trying to decide right now if I wanna put a light bar across here, or if I wanna put it up top on the top of the canopy. Pros and cons of each one. You know, you put it up top, you could hit some tree limbs and break it. Put it down low, you know, it blocks the radiator a little bit, could create a little bit of overheating. I kind of doubt it, but it could. So I don't know, we're playing around. The good news is on the Kubota dash, you can see Kubota gave you some options so that when you decided to expand and put rocker switches in, they already have pre-cutouts for you, which is very nice. Of course, in a previous video, I put in a battery disconnect switch, so it should be pretty easy for me to access electricity from that area. We may also put some rear lights in. You see these little cutouts up here. I think we have a good spot on each side. And here's what we're looking at. This is one of the kits, or actually the kit that we got. And it comes, you know, with a wiring harness, which is already nice, has your inline fuse, positive negative cable, has a light relay, comes with your LED light bar switch, rocker switch to put on the dash, all of your connections. But one thing, this is a generic kit, got off Amazon, and it was like 50 bucks, you know, but a lot of value for it. I mean, looking at all of the ATV lights out there, the LED ones, they all seem to be generic in nature, made in China, of course. Supposedly they have 50,000 hours of LED bulb light. We'll see. This is what amazes me. So here you have this nice harness. Look at these nice connectors they put on there. And then look at this. The end of the lights, they don't have connectors to connect to the wiring harness. All right, that's not the end of the world. I'm a fairly intelligent guy. I can figure that kind of stuff out. But, so we'll just look at the kit. Well, maybe they put connectors in the kit. No, they couldn't do that. So, you know, now we don't have the connectors. They give you these little jumper wires, but these are for different types of applications. So bottom line, is this installation project is halted because now this requires a trip to the hardware store to get the proper wire connectors and the shrink sleeves, because once you put the wire connector on there, you want to put a little sleeve over it, shrink it to help keep water out, because this Kubota will be in outdoor harsh conditions. So for starters, I'm kind of impressed, and I'm a little bit disappointed. You know, you pay the money, you want all the parts in there. I don't know what these guys thought you were gonna do, but there's just no solution. It's not the end of the world, but you know, basically $1.50 in parts has brought this whole project to a screeching halt. So anyway, more information to follow. We'll update you as we move along. Okay guys, well, here we are. We have completed, ooh, look at that, bright lights, the light installation kit on the Kubota. And man, you can see we have added some lights. So what we did, we got the little cube lights down here on the front, little 4-inch LEDs, and we've got the big 20-inch light bar on the top. So it's not really dark yet, but man, it sure lights it up. The way the harness and everything came down, we actually didn't have for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put another set up here where the cutouts are on the top. You can see Kubota actually wanted that. You probably noticed that the rear mesh is missing, and there's a reason for that. So walk with me and I'll show you what I did. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so here's the rear rack that goes in the back of it. There used to be mesh all the way over the middle. So what I did was I cut out the middle section. That way, if you want to reach back and get something out of the bed, you want to throw some trash in the back of the bed, whatever, you can do it. Also, I had to drill the holes and get ready for the next light kit for the rear. So we'll have another switch on the back of the Kubota. So this is some of the modifications we're doing. But when we're finished, this should look like factory. So instead of having a full complete mesh across the back, we'll only have a section. And this is important because if you're putting brush in there, you don't want a limb or something to hit the driver in the back of the head. So this gives you some protection, but at the same time gives you better visibility, opens it up, makes it feel a little bit more airy. I don't know, something I like, so I had to cut it out with a grinder, take a file, smooth the edges, still wooled the whole thing, and then I'm hitting it with a couple of coats of spray paint. Good as new. Back to the Kubota. Beautiful day. It's the day after Christmas. It's 76 degrees here in Texas. You gotta love it. All right, so here we go, guys. So this right here is your switch. Actually, you see it's lit up at night. Little rocker switch, turn the lights off, lights on. So this is what it looks like without the factory headlights. And you can see, it provides some pretty good light, even when you're not using the headlights. So I like it, a little more spacious, a little more ultra light. So you can never have enough light, especially when you're out in the country. So hey, I'm pretty happy. I wish I knew the brand name of this, but it was some generic ATV LED utility light kit that was on Amazon. And once again, had a 20-inch bar and 2 4-inch, and hey, it did pretty good. I like it. Hey, if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up, and we'll go from there. But I'll show you when we put the screen back on. It'll have a nice factory look, slightly modified. Hey, talk to you guys later. Okay, so I thought what we would do is kind of show you the amount of light we had before. And I'm probably, I don't know, 30, 40 feet away from the garage door. And you can see, now keep in mind the driveway is sloped a little bit, but you can see the factory. This is the low lights on the Kubota. Now keep in mind, driveway sloped a little bit, so that's why it looks like the one on the right is off. But this is the low beam lights on the Kubota. This is the high beam lights on the Kubota. But look what happens when I turn on the LED lights. Wow, major difference. We have these guys angled slightly out to actually kind of light up the ditches on the road a little bit more. And you can kind of see on the concrete here, turn these off. Look how much more light it has with and without. Watch the garage door. That's the factory lights on the Kubota. That's the new improvement. So, wow, major difference on the lights. Thanks for watching, guys.